So hello everybody and welcome to episode 5. Episode 5 of Just Another Minecraft series. If you're new here, my name is Mama Mia and I've played Minecraft for a while, but this is my first long time solo world. So let's just say I'm taking things slowly. And if you are not new here, well, you've possibly noticed that I am standing on a bridge that did not exist in our last episode. There's been a few other changes too, but we will talk about those later. I thought I had name tags, and I couldn't find said name tags. And I was messing around with things last night, and I'm like, oh, there is a chest underneath, or there's a barrel. There's a barrel under that chest that I managed to hide from myself. So I opened it, and guess what I found? You're going to be shocked. Yeah, name tags. Okay, so it's time for Doofus to get his name. So name tag Doofus. There's Doofus, watching the herd. Hey, Doofus. How you doing? So, these are my good boys. These are good. There we go. Kind of see everybody that way. These are my good boys. And I went on an adventure. Well, a journey. Yes, I went on 11,000 block journey in search of slime. Yes, slime, so I could build that blasted moss farm that I still haven't built. And on the way back home with all my goodies, and we won't talk about how long that took, I collected some friends. It wasn't in the plan, but I couldn't help myself. So now we have this lovely pack of friends, of good boys. And I'm going to need some names, because so far, only Doofus has a name. So if you have any ideas for these good boys, leave them for me in the comments. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Okay, so what else have I been up to? Well, as you already know, I have built a bridge. I like it. It's pretty handy. And it makes going back and forth to my potential farm area easier. And speaking of farm area, I did move the tunnel. So I am working on a new, larger tunnel. The old tunnel's still over there, but I'm working on a new, larger tunnel. I do not know if this is how I am going to leave it, but it is how it is right now. I haven't built anything yet. Might do that this episode, but I have made a fast entry into my Skelly farm, including a very basic trash compactor. I'm not sure. This is like the 5th or 6th glow ink sack that has come into being. I mean, I guess I'll take it. Okay, and then here's my quick exit. I'm not going to talk about how many times I crashed making that, but it's so much faster than going up and down the stairs in my other area. I haven't created my path over here because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. Oh, that brings me to my final kind of messing around project. So right now I have to have basically a cage because this guy, he likes to go on his own adventures. So I came over here, and initially I was like, I'm going to build a cellar, and I'm going to let him live in the cellar, which feels wrong to even say. But so I've kind of dug out this cellar, but what I think I'm going to do is actually build, I might still bring him down here, but I'm thinking about building myself a storage area because things are getting a little too much up here. Do I still have I do still have signs. So for this episode, we still need to create that moss farm that I am avoiding. I briefly looked up how to make a moss farm, and that's when I found out I needed slime balls. So that is how I ended up with 5 good boys. I think goal 2, and again, these are no specific order, build a storage area and living space. So the living space is not for me, it is for our buddy over there. I feel like I shouldn't create a 3rd goal because every time I have a 3rd goal, I don't get to it. So I'm not sure if I should build or put a 3rd goal. Let's just do this. Goal 3. And then that way, if we come up with something while we're working on the other things, then we'll just come and update. So create a moss farm, build a storage area and living space, and who knows what goal number 3 will be. There might not be a goal number 3. How do you like that? There might not be a goal number 3. Hi, Aquafox. Did you make a poor decision and get trapped in a boat? I wouldn't look at me either. Now that I have managed to enchant a Silk Touch pickaxe, I want to go and collect this beehive I've been using for honeycomb and move it a bit closer to home. I cannot remember how to tell if the bees are in the hive or not. But I think what we're going to do is we'll just wait until it's nighttime. Let's watch this sunset together. All right, anybody in there? Is there a way to know? Zero, there we go. 0 bees. Okay. Well, let's take our campfire with us. They're full of honey at least, so all right. Three bees. Excellent. Okay. Hear you. There you are. Nope. I don't have time for you right now. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, nope. Nope. We are going to shoot you. But we are going to... You're going to drown, sir. Come here. Come here. You want to go in there. That's what you want. Come on. Yes, that's what you want. And then we are going to build you a nice little dirt home until we can come back and rescue you and move you into the basement. Yeah. It will be nice. I promise. Maybe we go grab a name tag. All right. What is the chance of getting rid of you? There. Let's give you a light. So you're not quite in the dark. And okay, unexpected side quest complete for now. All right, back to what we were doing with the beehives. Hey, I have a friend for you soon. Just got to get some things done. Maybe that could be goal 3. Well, what I wanted to do was that, but that is not going to work. Let's try something different. Let's put fire in there. Let's go around. Like that. And then let's put our hive. Wonder if we need something there first. Probably. Let's put a piece of dirt there. Put our hive on top of it. Oh, here boys and girls. We'll move these around later, but just want to keep them local. All right, and then let's cut this. Okay. Then we have, let's take a look. Yeah. I like that. Maybe we should bone meal these flowers before we let the next round out. So, fire, dirt. Excuse me, sir. Create a moss farm, build a storage and living space, and let's change this. Find some blaze rods for potion making. There we go. Create a moss farm, build a storage area and living space. Find some blaze rods for potion making. Okay, so for the moment, we have this space down here. I do not want to build some big fancy redstone sorting system. I have done that before. It takes forever. I do not know that for me, if it is worth it. At least it is not worth it right now. However, we now have these copper golem friends, so I'm thinking about making use of them. So what I was actually thinking about doing is building this pretty deep, but then making a platform up here for the copper golems to work from. So I need to consider how deep I'm going to do this. So let's say this is the level that we do, and we want it to be double. The chest there. Then we're going out even further. These are the chests for the copper golems to sort into. And then as those fill up, I'm going to have a hopper under here feeding into more chests. Because if I put a chest here and I put a hopper underneath feeding into 3 rows of chests, it's going to empty out. So what I need, if I do a double chest down here, I need enough. Well, no, that's not going to work either. Okay, I know this can work. And I could probably look up how to do it, but I want to problem solve it. Let's start off with building our platform for our golems. Now, okay. Now, can our copper golem fit in that slot? I know they're short little guys. More importantly, can I fit in that slot? Because I might want to go there, right? I cannot. So that automatically tells us that we want to take this down a level. We'll do this for now. Yeah, I think that's going to be better anyhow. All right, and then say we've got the fence here. Does that give us enough room to walk? It does. Let's take care of this because I'm going to want this back. Definitely going to do a tough floor. And let's mirror what we have up here. Okay, I've been talking for a while, and this is really more of a figure it out as I go kind of project. So why don't we go to a time lapse? Okay, so calcite. Add in some concrete powder. Lovely. This, my friends, seems like a solution. And then, of course, I I can go through here to get to my chest. Look at that. Oh, I'm an expert. What do you think? Do you like it? It's not bad. Okay, so build a storage and living area. I think that one can be checked off. And I think when it becomes night, I'll go rescue that other guy. Well, I can't rescue him. I need blaze rods. So I guess we're going to move to the third item on our to-do list, which is to find some blaze rods for potion making. Now, if you've watched any of my episodes so far, you will already know how not easy this task was for me. The first thing I had to do was find another fortress, which I thought would be easy, but it wasn't. There were multiple deaths, but I'll spare you and just show you this first one. After what felt like days, but was probably just a few hours, I finally found another fortress and... success! We have the blaze rods. Only 2. Because every time I went to take care of a blaze, they decided to go adventure over some lava. So, at any rate, I have the blaze rods, and I have some netherwort growing now. And now we can make some potions. Yay! There we go. Oh. Can take this down. All we have left to make is the moss farm. We're just not going to think about that right now. Okay, we finally have what we need to rescue our guy. I've come back to throw things at you. Are you ready? All right. All right, let me know when you feel better. You all really like looking at the water when we do this. Are you watching the fish or what's happening? So we're going to do this. We're going to 1, 2, and then we're going let's throw a composter in right here. And to the hole we go. Whee! I guess I have to go break the barrel, don't I? Oh. Hello. Beets and bread. Okay. All right, let's go find some beets. Beets. And beetroot seeds. Maybe we'll expand that garden a little bit. Sir, I have what you were looking for. So it's been a couple days since we got our 2 villagers moved in to their new dwelling, their new underground dwelling, and they've invited some friends over. So in addition to our original friend, the librarian, and the farmer, they have invited their friends, the armorer and the Fletcher, to come live with them. I'm thinking about expanding this out even more, and I might change the ceiling, although I still like the sparkly purple ceiling. We'll see. I changed up the garden a little bit because my farmer kept climbing up here, and then as you can see, he likes to trample his own crops. Which, yeah, I do need to help you. I'm very happy with the storage area. Added a little glass here. But yeah, this has been so helpful. I thought originally that I might come up with some type of system that would feed this. I could just place things up here in a chest and it would feed down into this copper chest so he could sort them. But it's really not been something that I've needed to worry about right now. So really, all that leaves now is the moss farm, which I'll get to. I really will. Because I need moss. Because I have ideas. But not today. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, it's probably one of the longer episodes that I have created, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.